Marcus out here. Actually, I forgot he was switching back to the Palutena, actually, this is what I like to see. Low-key, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Palutena players that I played in the early on days back of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Gonz's Palu hasn't played it in a while, but it's a menace.
Yeah, and it's an old school of thought for more when it comes to Palutena, as in old school, as in back in like 2018, 2019 kind of era, where Palutena, extremely strong character, not only on the play, but also on the draw. She can wait out some characters like the best of them, and she can play this very defensive-oriented game that Gonza loves to perform at. And Marcus trying to show that off here in the beginning, but Jukain, we're really back in 2019 because this Peach is out here pressing buttons and finding so much damage. Just needs to be able to close out the stock. We saw the forward air almost take it a little earlier. Can there be a back air before Marcus is able to close out this stock off of a long ledge trap?
I love that coverage with the Nair right there. Not even drifting in either direction forward, doing it exactly in place where he knew it was going to cover both ledge get up and roll. Or neutral get up, I should say, and the roll, and it catches the roll it did. I was going to say the same thing about 2019 for sure when people were saying Peach might be the best in the game, either that or Palu back then, and we saw it very often. I remember one of the earliest Platinum Stars I even casted, Platinum Star Smash, where Grand Finals was, I do believe, Marcus versus Blazing Pasta, who played Peach in this game. Beautiful jump read with the up air right there, just getting that insanely quick attack in the up air out, but the back air is going to answer immediately back again. 2019, 2 stocks apiece.
Here we go, but Peach having a turnip, and the real problem that I can see with Marcus's approach to this matchup, if they aren't able to harass Jukain enough from mid or full stage, is that you let Peach pull turnips frequently, which is innately a bit of a problem, since Peach being able to have the time to pull turnips not only fiends your RNG, but also gives you one of the best whiff punishing tools in the game, period. But it just seems like Jukain wants to play to the antithesis of Marcus and press buttons, be in Gonza's face. Don't give him time to think. But Marcus has plenty of time, had enough time to adapt to that kind of playstyle, and is right now doing his best to play at that mid-range with a lot of auto reticle.
Getting in on that is hard to begin with, especially with just auto reticle needling Peach at bay right here, needling the Peach at bay right here in Jukain for sure.
I'm sorry. I'm out here chuckling at Gon's just like looking at him and pressing B. It's like, what are you gonna do about it?
Did he actually turn to him in the player cam? I didn't look.
I didn't think he turned to him in the player cam, but you could feel the tension.
You could definitely feel it for sure. And Gon's thinking outside of the box with these mix-up up air and these mix-up up Bs and side Bs, up airs and side Bs, I should say. My bad as well. There you go with another flame right there. Just catch it on again, trying to combo into the up air. Really trying to do their best at just like juggling them in the air right now as the back throw is going to put them back off stage once again. Now just fishing with that invincible option. Peach not able to just answer with that because they're not able to get their float out in time. This is where the ledge trapping is so important because you don't want to have to play against neutral with a character like Peach who just has those insanely safe float cancel aerials.
Ooh. And speaking of that float cancel back air in order to block the attempted option out of shield, getting the up smash punish. Oh, that Nick might just do it, but not enough. Getting just back to ledge in time is Jukain. And Peach combos are nothing to sneeze at, but the get up attack and the back throw. We really back in 2019.
We really honestly, and that's one thing that I absolutely love to see Palu players do, is utilize that tiny bit of space where you can just sneak behind your opponent either with a roll or just with like a pivot right there at the very tiny bit at the stage where the ledge is on top of. Because as you can see right there with the way that worked, just walking around the shield right there, Marcus was able to get behind and get that back throw. I believe one of the first players I ever saw do that was Nairo back in the day, but now we got Marcus out here showing you that it still works. Beautiful stuff by him, able to get this going as we are advancing over to the second game. And I gotta say, I really did miss Marcus's Palu, man. Not only just because of how just fundamentally strong he was with this character, but a character that actually had immense tools from us seeing him play Ness for years, but also just to see him utilize the invincible options and just the stuff in the air as well. The thing I remember about playing this Palutena as often as I did was that he was just so good at keeping you in disadvantage off the level, whether it was with the ledge trap or with the back air, or killing themselves,
you know,
unfortunately.
Sometimes it'd be like that, and if you're Jukain, you gotta absolutely take this to the bank because you're Peach on FD. You can find a touch and take it for a mile. But Marcus having, and again, at a deficit once again, but you know, we've seen Marcus come back from that in the previous game. No shortage of means to do so here, especially when they're able to go out with that up air. Jukain not able to escape thanks to Peach's mediocre double jump. And here we are basically at an even stock.
Gods is so good at being able to just, like, you know when to utilize the back air based on whatever the matchup is. Knowing how his character can drift and knowing that they're not even going to be able to trade in a lot of situations because the back air is invincible. And he knows when to change that up and when to just, it's time to fish for the kill with the up air instead. Like, he is so good at utilizing that move, whether on the ground or in the air. And right now, Jukain having a very, very hard time approaching and getting any damage on the stock. You see rolling back, and Gons recognizing that, just able to get a couple more pot shot auto reticles out here. Looking rough. We're not really seeing the big Peach punish game that we were used to seeing in that first game, Ubel.
Yeah, I mean, this is a far cry from the Jukain that I was able to put on 149 unanswered at the immediate start, as here we are just at a relatively even game, but it's really felt like Marcus has just had full control with the spot dodge up tilt looking like Snake, but that up tilt is not freshly buffed, but it's been buffed for a while, and definitely a boon that Marcus did not have when he was playing Palutena. Oh, and respecting the dash attack. I like that a lot from Marcus, not just the antithesis of overextension. Just wait and see what's coming. You know that Jukain has a tendency to disengage and a tendency to roll as well. Jukain, if you watch this back, please, bro.
Please.
It's really showing just how confident Marcus is, even when he's just standing and when going for down airs like that. This time, not gonna lose the entire game for it. Instead, just taking a calculated risk and going right back to what they were doing beforehand.
I can't even think of a good joke for the kind of confidence that was. That was just insane.
Oh,
that was a textbook example of overconfidence right there. Going for broke with the suicide dare right there, losing the stock for it. Now just needling over and over again, making it so hard for the Peach to be able to approach with the auto reticle. Just baiting for no reason to try to get out the roll with the back air right there. There was a full reason for that, I should say. Just utilizing those, like, empty hops right there to be able to bait out the non-existent back air, get the roll in so they could get the grab. And then almost killing with a forward air on the part of the Palutena as well. Nothing doing, but now just one back air. Honestly, one throw, one anything right there should do it for the Peach.
Not
Still from
quite.
center stage.
Yeah, enough size on these blast zones that tries once again to be aggressive from ledge. It felt like Jukain figured out that Marcus was catching a lot of the defensive options from ledge, whether it be roll, neutral get up roll, like that kind of stuff. Not trying to take to the air immediately off of ledge.